So welcome guys, we have decided this is financial matters and investment. This is a new channel guys. Don't forget to help us share out, subscribe, and also leave a comment. If you feel like this information is not true, please feel free to share and also to conflict us through the comment section. So as long as we develop each other, we are glad to share anything that affects us. This is the community of sharing. So first things first, I have been experiencing something, and along the way, I have decided that we must share. So there is this thing that I call conflicted spending. Every time I wake up and decide that today I'm gonna put my money into something, and then when I just walk out, something pops up in my mind, and so many things just come that requires me to put in my money, and then I ask myself, what should I do? Then I can decide to stop investing in what I had thought and rather put the money into the emergency. So what could be the causes of this kind of activities, this kind of situation? What makes it happen this way? So after doing some few researches, I realized that something must be standing on my way. And what is this thing that stands there? So I have come up with some issues. Guys, if you feel like they are true, feel free to share. If they are not true, also don't be afraid to share. Talk about it. So these are the issues. Number one, emotional influence. So mostly when I want to put my money into something, I just come up and maybe meet some friend and they give me an alternative suggestion. Something else. When I want to put my money into something, I just happen that there is some issue that comes up in matters of family or matters affecting me personally. So I think, oh no, let me not rush into the investment and rather put this money into something constructive at this moment as I would be investing in future. So my mind shifts and that's how I forget about that investment. Something else, budget issues. I have been one very big person that has been affected by budget. I do not know how to plan my money and put them into the right thing, or rather divide into different investments the right way. So every time something pops up, I'm planning of investing into something, but I'm putting this money into something else. And I'm also thinking this money is too much that will be put into a half into something and a half into my investment idea. But then at the end of the day, this money doesn't do what it's supposed to do and it's not enough. So that is as an effect of budget. So what about on your side? What do you think? Don't forget to comment about that. Thirdly, short-term versus long-term plans. Goals. For me, I just think investing is just putting money into something, but I don't think there is this money is supposed to be put into a long-term or short-term investment. I do not know how to call these things in their rightful names. For example, investment, long-term and short-term investments, I can't tell the difference. So sometimes I have found myself investing in short-term things and thinking I'm investing money into long-term things, and sometimes I'm investing in long-term things and expecting short-term returns without realizing their difference. So this is very important and we need to talk about that. Remember, today we are not talking about investment periods. We are only talking about what effects does periods cause into to our investments. Something else, consequences. We only look at positive or negative consequences and forgetting that positives are also consequences. And maybe we just call positives returns and call the negatives risks, but we are not looking at the expenditure and the incomes. So both of these are consequences. Let's just not be afraid of risks and thinking of savings, which we think they are more lucrative, when saving is not developing yourself. Saving is just keeping your money, and sometimes you can have it for the longest period and it's not developing. So what is the need of that saving? So we also need to think about that. And then next, strategies of avoidance. Sometimes we just put our money into an investment. We've not thought about their risks and their returns. So when we think about the both investment and strategies, we can come up with the strategies that will help us gap the risks and those strategies that will help us maximize the returns. So we need to look at these things in both, not just one thing, and then we are busy saying we are investors. As an investor, that's when you find that we have so many people surrounding us who are going to help us do research, do the investments, do the risks, calculate the returns and all that. So why will we have such people around us? So that we can be futuristic. For example, be self-determined and know what is going to come and what we expect. That's those are, I think, the good terms to use. And then something else is the social pressure. People don't like talking about social pressure, but this is one of the biggest things that leads to either investment or failure to investment. We are always looking at the environment that surrounds us in terms of families, friends, general environment, government. We are looking at everything. So these things are the factors that leads us through investments, and I think they are the biggest influence. We don't know that. But even going back to our social status, are we poor, are we rich, also makes us invest based on that point. So guys, what do you think about my research? This is my own experiences. I've not touched anyone else's. So let's talk about me. And if you have anything that affects you as an individual, please don't forget to share so that we can learn from you and develop. This is a learning channel. It's a new channel. Don't be afraid to help us share it out. Marketers, guys, we are really into it, and we are going to look for more research on how to develop and grow ourselves financially. So guys, I'm happy that we are sharing this, and thank you for your support. See you next time. We want to dive into the strategies and see how they can help us to set up and come up with a business. See you next time, guys.